What is going on, y'all? It's your boy Leezy, or y'all can call me Eli, whatever y'all feel comfortable with. And today I'm gonna be putting you guys on with the absolute best cologne for date nights. So if you guys are going on a date with your girl, your wife, or say a girl that you just met, and you want to impress her, this is gonna be the fragrance for you. But the thing is, with greatness comes great cost. So this is not gonna be a cheap fragrance. It's gonna be a very elegant one, a very dressed up one. So this is not a type of cologne that you wear to the gym or that you just wear around the house. This is a very sophisticated scent, and this is gonna elevate your presence and your aura. And let's get straight into it. Let's not waste no more time. Okay, so the fragrance that I have for y'all today is personally one that I gatekeep, and that might sound crazy. Like, why are you gatekeeping a fragrance? The thing is, the reason why is because every time I wear this one, I always get a compliment. And I work at a retail store, so I'm always out in public. Mostly, at least 5 days a week, I'm always out in public. So I'm not just speaking from my personal taste, I'm speaking from experience and from being on dates, being around women and just different people in general that think this scent is really good. And that's why I want to put y'all on. But the thing is, like I said, I gatekeep this one. So I'm constantly getting asked what I wear when I have this one on, and I never tell them because it's that good. But this is my channel and I want to put y'all on and help you guys. So the fragrance that I have for y'all today is Blonde Amber by Clive Christian. Let's get that to focus. So the thing that kind of sucks about this fragrance specifically is the price point and the amount of liquid that comes in the bottle. So it's a 1.7 ounce bottle, a 50 ml, which is not a lot of liquid. So you can run through this bottle pretty quickly if you're using it too much. But that's why I said this is not a fragrance that you that you just wear to the gym or that you wear around the house. This is a very sophisticated, dressed up scent. This is a date night fragrance. This is the fragrance that's gonna get you that girl that you want, that attractive girl, that girl that 10 out of 10, that girl that you're scared to approach. This is gonna help you, assuming that she's attracted to you, because if you're chopped, then a cologne's not gonna save you, but it can elevate your presence. And that's my goal here, is to put y'all on with, if not the best fragrance on the market for men. Okay, so very briefly, I'll go over the notes of the fragrance so you guys get kind of an idea of how it smells, but just very briefly though, because I don't want to spend too much time explaining how it smells, because all y'all need to know is this is the best fragrance on the market. It's no more needs to be said. But okay, so on Google it says that Clive Christian Blonde Amber has strong gourmand notes, blending sweet edible smelling notes like vanilla, tonka bean, dried fruits, rich amber, tobacco, and spices. And it also has a rum note too. Essentially, it just means like kind of like a boozy, like alcohol type smell. Not like alcohol, like the shit you drink, more so, or yeah, kind of. I mean, rum is an alcohol, not like an off-putting type of alcohol, kind of like a really good smelling alcohol, like gourmand type alcohol. But the one thing that you guys want to do is make sure that you sample this fragrance before you decide to buy a full bottle, because even if you just shoot for a full bottle, you won't regret it at all. This is absolute sophistication in a bottle. It's a very seductive fragrance, meaning that if your lady smells this on you, she's gonna be all up on you, man. It's just as simple as that. And also, this is a very big compliment getter too. So people out in public will be, noticing that scent on you. But the thing is, not many people are open to, talking to strangers and being like, oh, you smell good. Hey, some people will. Me personally, I've gotten compliments from a lot of strangers, and very, very frequently too. And that's what makes this fragrance not only unique, but a lot of the fragrances nowadays, like you walk into Macy's, for example, and a lot of the stuff just smells like very underwhelming, or any other like department store like Sephora. It's just all the same shit essentially. Like you have your fresh colognes, you have just the normal shit, like your designer colognes. All of it just smells like basic, and none of it really just blows your mind. This fragrance will absolutely blow your mind. I'm telling you. And your girl won't get enough of it either. She'll be all up on you. Get you laid. Simple as that. And another thing I would like to know is, you might be thinking, how is this fragrance that good if you've probably never heard of it? It's not known. And that's why it's one of the best, because it's very exclusive. And that's why it comes at the price point. It's a niche fragrance. It's not a designer cologne. It's exclusive, and that's why it smells like this. But another point is of a scent that has mass appeal to it. So what mass appeal means is basically the crowd, like the people around you. Like mass appeal, when something is mass appealing, it means that everybody's gonna like it, opposed to something that might be off-putting or too different. And if it's too different, then that means that it's likely to cause controversy. Like people might not like it because it's too different. This one, it's unique. You will not smell another fragrance or find another fragrance that smells like Blonde Amber. This right here is a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. You won't find another fragrance that smells like this, and that's why you guys have to cop it. But sample it first. And that's another thing that a lot of the more popular fragrances nowadays, the TikTok fragrances, You're Stronger With You, Azaro, fucking Jean Paul, Absolute Elixir, just the very typical fragrances. A lot of these are just known. And have y'all ever kind of heard of like stories how people are like, oh, you smell like my boyfriend, for example? Like you throw on a cologne, you're with a chick and she's like, oh, you smell like my ex. Shit like that. This cologne right here is so unique that you're out in public and you have Blonde Amber on. It's like a one-of-a-kind scent that people have never smelled something this good before. That's what kind of fragrance this is. It's not a recognizable scent. It's so unique that it's a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. Okay, so another thing that I would like to know is the price point before we continue. And for a 50 ml bottle, it's gonna be $610. Yeah. $610 for a 50 ml. And let me tell y'all, this fragrance is that good. It's so good that I have a second bottle. And that should say it all right there. I literally have a second bottle waiting for me to use. But now I kind of wanted to speak from my experience what actually makes this cologne a masterpiece and why it's the best date night fragrance for men. Because I can sit here and just tell you my personal preference, kind of like how other people would, you know, they're like, okay, this fragrance is really good because blah, 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 whatever. But a lot of it is just personal preference. But I'm speaking from experience right here. So first off, I'd like to tell you my experience on a date and what my date had to say about my fragrance. So I met this girl at my job. I took her on a date to the movies, whatnot, and it's a good night. We went out to eat and all that, just as friends though, you know, nothing more than that. And she noticed my cologne and I asked her what she thought of it, and she said she really liked it, but she said she liked it so much that she'd wear it herself, and that just says it alone, you know. She said that she'd wear that, and I'm like, I was surprised. I'm like, damn, like I have shawty saying that she wants to wear my cologne, you feel me? Like that's how good this fragrance is. It's definitely a masterpiece. It's gonna elevate you 100%. This is one of the best scents out there, because the thing is, it's very common for people to say that, oh, like colognes give me headaches and stuff like that, and you know, oh, cologne stinks, because I'm from California. Not many people wear fragrances over here. And I would say this fragrance, Blonde Amber, is not only one of the best performing fragrances, but it's one of the best scents that you will ever smell. Like, I'm not even fucking with you. And another thing that I want to talk about is the performance, so how powerful the cologne is. So I have quite a big collection, and this fragrance right here, Blonde Amber, is the most powerful one of all of them. Powerful meaning the longest lasting, the projection, the scent trail, everything. Like if you spray this on a jacket or on your clothes, it will stick there for a month. I'm not even fucking with you. So that's another thing. If you spray it on your clothes, then it's gonna stay there for a long time. So the performance is 10 out of 10, absolute 10 out of 10, but it's not so powerful in kind of like a nauseating way. It's still quite soft on the skin. So assuming that you aren't overspraying it, because with this cologne, like 4 sprays max, 5 is pushing it. But another thing I would like to know is it's more so of a sweeter scent. So this cologne isn't fresh. So what is categorized as a fresh cologne is, I can name one, but you know, not everyone knows colognes like that. But for example, Dior Sauvage is fresh. And a fresh fragrance, so if it's like a perfume or a cologne, it doesn't matter, any type of fragrance, what describes it as fresh is kind of like the cleanness of the fragrance. So the opposite of a clean fragrance would be kind of like, say, a sweet fragrance. And a fresh fragrance is also very citrusy, so it has like kind of, for men, for example, it might smell super masculine, fresh, clean. That is a fresh cologne. This right here is not a fresh cologne, but the thing is, it's still attractive though. It works. It's very seductive. It's a date night fragrance. This is not something you wear to the gym. Absolutely not. You'll look dumb. You don't wear Blonde Amber to the gym. This is like a wedding fragrance. If you're about to get married to the love of your life, you throw on Blonde Amber. That's the type of fragrance this is. And that's why it comes with such a crazy price point of $610. And this is not any type of advertisement like most fragrance reviewers. And honestly, a lot of these fragrance reviewers, they're paid to basically glaze a fragrance. And I'm glazing this fragrance right here because it works. It actually does. I'm speaking from experience. And if I can tell y'all, like, some of my other experiences would have to be being out in public. So the thing is, with fragrances, it's very easy to get a compliment and a respected space. So meaning that people that you know are more likely to comment on your fragrance, but it's different when there's random people commenting on your fragrance. So it's pretty rare that you're gonna get a compliment from some random person off the street of how you smell. It's just, the chances are very low. But with this fragrance, Blonde Amber, I literally get a compliment every time I wear it. I'm not even joking. It's that good. So that's another thing I would like to know, is that I'm speaking from experience personally. It's not just my taste. I'm not trying to put that onto you like, oh, this is the best cologne because it works for me. No, it's gonna work for you as well because it's one of the best out there. But other than that, if I could rate this fragrance, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. The performance, the scent profile, compliments, it has it all. It's a one of a kind, 100%. It's a one-stop shop. It's really the only fragrance that you need. Other than it being super expensive, it kind of does lack versatility in a sense. Like, you know, if you want a fragrance for the gym, this is not it. But for a date night fragrance, 10 out of 10. Wedding fragrance, 10 out of 10. If you're with your lover, you're with your wife, you're with a girl you just met, any type of chick, that baddie you trying to pull, this is the fragrance for you. Clive Christian, Blonde Amber. Have a good day, y'all.